Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Markets face significant geopolitical headwinds this morning. First, major disruptions in Mexico following the killing of Jalisco cartel leader El Mencho on February 22nd. The operation triggered immediate violent retaliation across multiple Mexican states, with roadblocks, vehicle fires, and infrastructure damage, including roughly 20 bank branches. Puerto Vallarta's international airport operated with limited personnel, and Guadalajara essentially shut down. This disrupts critical North American supply chains. The U.S. State Department issued shelter-in-place orders for multiple regions. Watch logistics stocks and companies with significant Mexican manufacturing exposure. Domestically, the DHS shutdown drags into day 10 with zero progress. This is the third shutdown of the current Congress. TSA and customs operations continue, but tens of thousands of essential workers, including Coast Guard personnel and FEMA staff, are working without paychecks. The standoff centers on Democratic demands for ICE reforms versus Republican resistance to warrant requirements. With President Trump's State of the Union scheduled for Tuesday night, time pressure mounts. Neither side shows willingness to compromise. Iran tensions continue escalating. Former Pentagon official Dana Stroul warns U.S. military assets are positioned for highly kinetic operations, with 2 aircraft carriers deployed. President Trump stated Iran has 10 to 15 days to reach a nuclear agreement, warning consequences otherwise. Indirect talks are scheduled for February 26th in Oman. Supreme Leader Khamenei threatened to sink U.S. warships on social media, while Iranian students trampled his picture during university protests. Iran also tested a new naval air defense missile in the Strait of Hormuz. Oil markets remain sensitive to any escalation. On trade policy, Trump raised global tariffs to 15% Saturday, following the Supreme Court's 6-3 ruling, blocking his use of emergency powers for tariffs. He shifted authority to Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. Justice Clarence Thomas issued a sharp dissent, arguing the majority fundamentally misinterpreted constitutional separation of powers. This creates uncertainty for international trade agreements and could force billions in refunds to importers. Political developments include Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger being tapped for the Democratic State of the Union response Tuesday night. Meanwhile, a security breach at Mar-a-Lago early Sunday resulted in the shooting death of 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin, who breached the perimeter carrying a shotgun and fuel can. Bottom line, geopolitical risk premiums should be rising. Mexican cartel violence disrupts supply chains, the DHS shutdown creates operational uncertainty, and Iran tensions threaten energy market stability. Combined with trade policy uncertainty, volatility should persist. Watch defense contractors, logistics companies, and energy sector positioning this week. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. Check us out at capitalcopilot.io.